Welcome to EDU110, Introduction to Early Childhood Education. I'm Dr. Andrea Burnell, and I'm going to be your instructor for the next 6 weeks for this class, which is, again, an introductory class for early childhood education. In this class, you're really going to learn the basics about terminology that we use in early childhood education. Of course, in education, lots of acronyms, so you'll get early childhood acronyms and lots of terminology. You're going to learn about some current issues with regard to curriculum and instruction. You're going to learn about different theorists, and I'll tell you right up front, my favorite being Vygotsky, so I get very excited when we talk about him. We're going to talk about the learning theories, and we're also going to compare different kinds of early childhood education programs, things like Montessori, Reggio Emilia, and Head Start approaches. We're also going to learn about developmentally appropriate practice or developmentally effective practice and all the other basics to give you a well-rounded overview of early childhood education. I want to let you know in advance that this course does require an observation that's completed by the end of week 6. So please make sure that you get that done. That is a university requirement. That's not a Dr. Burnell requirement. So you have to make sure you're going to be able to make arrangements to have that done. So you can go call your local school department, your school district, and speak to someone there. You can likely go in and observe in an integrated classroom in a public school, or you can go to a community-based or private school. Just make sure that you're able to get that observation arranged, because again, it is a university requirement. If you have any issues with that, please don't hesitate to be in touch, and I would be happy to give you any advice that I can. The textbook for the course is this one. You should have a copy of the Fundamentals of Early Childhood Education by Morrison. And although this is not a requirement, I will let you know that this is sort of the gold standard. This is the book that when I go in and observe in classrooms, I love to see a worn dog-eared copy in every teacher. So this is something that if you're going into early childhood as your career, anything birth through grade 3, NAEYC carries this publication called Developmentally Appropriate Practice. And it's a book that's certainly worth having as a supplemental book and to have in your library as you begin your career. One of the things that I look for in this course is using creativity in your approach to doing your reflections and your posts. You're welcome to do some assignments other than traditional essays. You can do videos. If you come up with something that I haven't thought of or given a suggestion to do, just touch base with me. And my guess is I'll probably say it's fine and just give you some criteria for it. Again, I'm looking for creativity. I'm also looking for some really robust participation in every week's discussion. That these courses, because they are online and because we're not in the same place at the same time, it's really important that everybody step up and really be robust in their comments and responding to each other. I will be sure to respond to you at least once a week in the discussion and be reading everybody's discussion as it's going. And I'm hoping that you begin your discussions early and certainly if you have the time and the inclination, going beyond the required amount of posts and just really let us know what you think and let us know what you've learned, be able to connect things from what you've learned and sort of your analysis of the situation each week in your posts. I'm really looking forward to this class. I noticed quite a few names that are familiar to me, so I'm pleased to have some returning students and some new students as well. The students that I've had in the past can tell you I'm very timely with grading. You will usually get your grades each week, your papers graded with detailed comments within a couple days of turning them in. I'll let you know if for some reason I have to travel for work or anything like that and I'm not able to. So just so you know a little bit about me, my day job is that I work for the Connecticut State Department of Education, and I am the program manager for 619 Part B, which is federal IDEA, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, the section of that act for 3 to 5-year-olds. So that's what I do during the day. So I live and breathe early childhood, every day. And I'm really excited to get to know all of you better, and feel free to email me. I will typically email you back within hours of you emailing me if you have any questions. You'll see in my original post in my introduction, I do have office hours. Feel free to call me on my cell phone during office hours. If those hours don't work for you, just throw me an email and we'll find a time that does work. Like my Dr. Andrea Brunel Facebook page, I post all sorts of current events, everything having to do with early childhood there if you'd like to. Otherwise, have a blast with your first week. I hope you enjoy the course, and I'll see you again in a week. Have a great week.